Live from the Texas Cheerlickers Studios, it's In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
I'm back and I'm ready to get it.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let me look at you. You got a little bit of a tan.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
I got a little sun.
You got a little sun. I like
I
it.
didn't get near enough on my chest, though.
What do you mean?
Still have a look at that. I got to work on that. I walked around outside a lot, but we only went to the beach one day.
One day? Well, that's
Yeah.
because they have it all the time, so they don't want to be at the beach
They're
the whole
over it.
time.
Those kids are over that
Yeah.
whole scene.
Jaded.
And I go there thinking I'm going to go to the ocean every day, and then you wind up not.
Yeah,
we
because-
played more basketball than going to the ocean.
Good. You got some cardio in?
I got a shit ton of cardio in. Dude, do you ever look at your health data on your cell phone?
Always.
You have that app? Yeah. So I look
Always.
at it on it periodically, and you can tell when I'm in Hawaii because my little line on my health app, it does this, and then you got every couple of months it looks like I had a heart attack.
Them steps go way up.
That's when I'm in
Yeah.
Hawaii because I'm walking. I don't have a car, and I got kids. And
Oh,
we're
you
doing
didn't do
shit.
the car after all? Because I know you
I
said
rented a car one day.
just because you had what you had planned that day you needed. Or
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I just wanted to go see other places on the island, but the rest of the time it costs too much money.
How are the kiddos?
They're good. They're very good. They're turning into little adults. It's
Are
great.
they?
Oh yeah. it's
You
great.
hear their words and their conversation, you kind of look at them like, oh my God, you're
Yeah,
getting old.
I
know.
did. Yeah,
I know
our
what you mean.
conversations are different. They're more mature. The things we talk about. I got to put in my first earring this week. So my little Mexican twin has earrings, and something like she couldn't get it in, and started freaking out because apparently if you don't keep you have to, she just got them. So if I have
No,
to
you
wear them
have
every
to.
day, or it'll close up.
It'll
I'm like,
close
it'll
up.
close up in one day. Yeah, it's going to close up in one day. So
I don't think
she's
one day,
freaking
but
out.
it will close up.
So, but she couldn't get it in. So I had to sit there with my Raiders on and slowly get an earring into her ear. I had to do that. I'm like,
Without
baby, I don't
hurting
want to
her.
do this. I was scared.
Yeah, I know.
And so I couldn't get it. So I'm like, what if we try it the other way? So I turned it around backwards and put it in backwards. She's like, it doesn't matter because it's a loop, so you can put it in backwards. And I got it in. So I put my first earring through the ear hole
Nice.
of my kid. That's what I changed a lot of shitty diapers when they were little. Put up with a lot of bad television when they were toddlers, and now that they're young little teenagers, our conversations are better. I have more fun with them because I don't like little kids. But now that they're turning into adolescents, it's a lot more fun.
Of course.
And I got a lot of walking in. And now
Good.
we got a horse race to do. All right?
You good.
Look at that. So Victor
Oh, my
Wembanyama
gosh.
is on vacation himself. He's down in Costa Rica
Playing football.
playing soccer, looking like a weirdo with no shirt on with a bunch of little kids playing soccer.
Well, at least the kids are, like you can see in the video, the kids are smart enough to know he has a real job.
Yeah.
And they were kind of like, remember when Obama would play basketball and no one would come close to him?
In his dad jeans.
Yeah, and nobody would touch him. That's like, at least those kids were smart enough to know, okay, he's out here with this. This is enough. Let's not try to take him out. You
right.
know what I mean? So I could shout out to the Costa Rican kids for understanding who he is.
If I'm a woman, I'm like, ooh, that's Wemby. Let's hook up. Trying to cuss less. Almost said let's fuck. Let's hook up. But then he takes his clothes off, and you're like, oh, shoot.
You know, it's still less smash.
Oh, shoot.
It's still less smash. It's still.
Because you're thinking of the money.
Dude, have you seen
And the
Mark,
prestige.
Have you seen Mark Davis?
Yeah,
Oh,
I have. Yeah.
still-
And he should be ashamed.
He still gets laid.
And she should be more ashamed. She should be more ashamed. Robert Kraft's girlfriend, Mark Davis's girlfriend, they should be.
Shannon Sharp's
the
ex.
old dude. That's a different time. I want to get to that. These old men banging these young girls, they should be ashamed. But these girls doing this, y'all are the ones that look like fucking psychos.
Yeah.
Y'all are the ones that look like you have daddy issues. Y'all are the ones that look weak. You look like whores. Because you are.
Okay.
Let's do a horse race. Look at that. All right, we're going to give this away. Our boy Cuts by Jones, the official cut master, the official woodsmith.
Cutmaster J. Ooh, I like that. Cutmaster
He
J.
made this exclusively for me. I have 2 of these. There are not very many of these out there. And so today's horse race, because we didn't do one Monday because I was out.
And I waited for you to come back.
I appreciate that.
No doubt.
And I had.
It was your idea and your cutout.
I had the cutout. We're doing this one members only today. And so we have all of our members. Look how many horse races. Look how many horses we have here.
Poor guys in the back.
We've seen it doesn't matter where you start. All right. And especially with a horse race this crowded. Look at that. Good list. 200 horses on the track here. We're going to have horses die. If you are a paid member, you have a horse in this race. If you're not a paid member, you do not have a horse in this race. So you want to win shit? Jose. It's not just the exclusive members-only shows we give to members. We give you swag, man. We give you cool stuff like this. So load them up, Jose. Jose. Without further ado, here's the official horse play-by-play man of In the Building, Rudy J.
And this is going to be an interesting race.
All right. Many horses are going to die. Look how many horses are on the track here. We're going to have legs get clipped.
What's his name's up for a Triple Crown, isn't he?
Right, Tagular.
Tagular's up for a Triple Crown.
He's won the last 2 horse races.
So this is the Belmont.
All right.
Can Tagular complete the Triple Crown?
If Tagular wins, we're not doing this anymore.
No, we're not.
Clearly it's rigged.
And we are off, and Azizi's out early. Larry J. Augie probably blowing his load a little too soon. Eddie the First jumps out. Old non-ref 97, 98. George Renteria. Robert Lopez making a late push here. Might hit the nitro a little bit too soon. We don't know.
I hope Crest Childs wins. I like his name.
I like Crest Childs.
Crest Childs. It's a
Here
cool
comes
name.
Andre Taylor. Hopefully he can make a push. He sounds black.
Rudy will support the black man for sure.
Victor Alman with a late push. But in my experience in these races, that's a little too soon. Brad Ramirez is at a steady
15
pace.
seconds to go.
Oh, Brad's got this locked.
Uh-oh.
Brad is out of here.
Oh, look at Brad.
Brad is out of here.
7.
Give him the cutout.
Oh no!
Wait a minute.
That's always a late charge.
Frankie Fingers.
My God!
Halbert Brown looked like the winner to me. It looks like he's rubbing one out after they win. It's so weird. Halbert Brown.
What happened to Brian? Did someone shoot his horse? Good Lord! He had like a 5-horse length lead. Damn. So it's Halbert Brown the win, Larry Ainge to show, and Cohen Stokes to place.
Cohen.
There it is. Halbert?
Halbert. Shout out to Halbert because I never see him pop up in the chat yet. He's a paid member. Shout out to y'all people that have forgotten about this subscription.
Thank you, Halbert. Somebody tell Halbert he won something cool. We appreciate his $5 every month, but he just won that. Reach out to me, Halbert Brown. You have won the Victor Wembanyama cutout, and we don't give second place nothing. We give first place.
Nada way.
You ain't first, you're last. All right, but there, we got that done. That was easy and fun.
Always.
It is In the Building. Thank you. It's Love You Hard TV. It's Pub Sports Radio. It's Anthem TV. It's the Believe channel, as you can hear us also on podcast form, the audio only. You can hear us on Spotify and iHeart and iTunes.
And in my Jeff Slaughter
Apple
voice, smash that like button.
Smash the like button and share it and like us. So welcome. Whether you're watching us on any one of the number of different outlets we now have, it is In the Building. It is barbecue season. We need to sell some tickets, all right? Sponsorships are pretty good, pretty done. Now, I can always use more teams. We have 20-something teams, like 25, 26 barbecue teams. Although we have room for a few more.
Slackers wants some team in.
I'm going to talk to Frank tonight about
that
call
tonight.
Him? I am.
I don't know if he's going to be there.
All right, well, I'll call him today.
He specifically called me yesterday and said, please have Mike reach out. He said they want to help any way possible with the barbecue. So
cool.
He said maybe bring a team. I don't know if he wants a team, but he wants to help.
Okay, cool. Well, we need to sell tickets is what we need to do. So let's do this. Tonight.
Why don't we sell some tickets tonight?
While we're out there tonight, I'll bring a stack of tickets, and I'll also have my QR code.
Let's
you can buy
cross-promote
hard
it.
copy, or you can use the QR code and buy tickets to the barbecue itself because we have our teams, we have our sponsors, and now we need to sell tickets to the thing. It doesn't do any good to
have all this stuff if nobody buys the barbecue.
Food if no one shows up and buys the shit.
But the good thing that I've noticed in my 2-3 years I've gone is you get a lot of drive-up people that don't know what's San Antonio is like. Is if somebody's barbecuing, they're selling plates, let's pull through.
For sure. You're right. No doubt we'll have several hundred just roll up on
just
the
roll
set,
up. I love it.
Which is fine, and I know that's going to happen, but I don't want to count on that. You know what I mean? So I've got
understood.
and I've got the VIP tickets too, by the way.
Right.
These are VIP.
You get the good porta potty.
You get the good porta potty. You get to come into the grounds. You get to walk around. All the different teams will let you sample from their foods, and you can buy a plate too with a VIP status. So thank you for mentioning that. Tonight we will be at Slackers. The NFL draft begins
Thousand
tonight.
Oaks.
If you're watching this thing live or you're watching
I
it
need to
on
send you that
what is this
picture.
today, Thursday? Tonight at Slackers, you will have us there. Me and Rudy are going to be there. We got the radio show at 6.
Well, it's
And
a
then I'm
busy
gonna
day
head over.
today, man.
Dude, I know. You ready for all this?
Of course.
I'm going to take a shot of heroin.
Well, I've been
And
in,
a shot
I've
of
been in the
cocaine.
house, so I'm ready.
All right.
You said a shot of heroin or a bump of coke.
Yeah,
Need
what
a
do
key
you call
bump?
it when you mix drugs? Mainlining?
No, that's
Eight balling? What's eight balling? Half of y'all will know. What is an eight ball?
What is it when you do all those
Freebasing?
together?
You guys sound fucking ancient right now.
What
No, we
is
don't
it?
sound ancient. We sound like smart guys who don't do fucking drugs.
No, you guys
Why would I
sound
know the lingo if I don't do drugs?
You
Jose,
guys
you sound like an expert. What do you mean?
Uncool. An 8 ball's cocaine. It's an
All
amount
right.
of
Well, what the
cocaine.
fuck does it mean when you do several
I know what an
drugs at
8
once?
ball is.
Yeah, you get crossfaded as Ruben.
Crossfaded.
No. That's smoking weed and drinking. I know that. I do that all the time. I'm talking about like doing heroin and coke and
Ruben
PCP.
Villegas says crossfaded. I don't know.
I think it's still,
Speedball, yes.
Speedballing. Thank you.
It's speedballing.
Thank you. You sound,
Shout out to Four
See,
Pine,
now
the
you who
former
sounds old now.
speedballer.
You don't even know what the hell we're talking about. You sound young.
Yeah, that's true. I'll take that.
That is a long.
I've heard heroin is great. That's why I haven't tried it.
Gross. That's a long analogy to say get your ass out to Slackers tonight, the official sports bar in the building. Me and Rudy are going to be out there at the 281 and Thousand Oaks location. And we're going to watch the draft until the Cowboys pick. Then we're going to go live on our social medias.
Yeah.
You going to pop open your Instagram?
You pop open Facebook, I'll pop open IG.
I'm gonna
Or
do
you pop
Twitter.
you pop open Twitter, I'll pop
Okay.
open Facebook.
Yeah, we should just set our phones
Both
up
of them.
next to each other. And I'll have Twitter.
And I'll do Facebook.
Can you do that? You can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can cross the streams.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll
Because
have
you're
our
on one,
phones up.
I'm on another.
Yeah, we'll have two going, and we'll react to the Cowboys draft tonight. They picked 12th. So if you're looking for something to do, if you're looking for a place to watch the draft tonight, I can scarcely think of a better place to go than the official sports bar of us. It is Slackers. We have 5 locations, but tonight we're going to
Come
be at
hang.
the one on 281 at Thousand Oaks. We have radio from 6 to 7. The first draft pick's probably going to be around 7:15, 7:20, something like that.
Probably.
And it starts at 7. You know they're going to milk that
Yeah,
shit
they
for
milk
20
it.
minutes. That gives me time to run home, take a dump, because I don't like to take dump in public.
Me neither.
And then go over to Thousand Oaks. So I'll probably be there 7:45 at the latest.
Okay.
And then I plan to stay at least until 15, 20 minutes after the Cowboys make their first pick. Now, y'all get your asses out there and buy barbecue tickets and watch the Cowboys draft with us. It is in the building, live and on the set tonight at Slackers, the official sports
And this is
bar.
the home. They have a huge following with the Broncos and the Titans are the Thousand Oaks home. And now if the Titans, who are the Titans pick? Jose won, right?
Yeah.
The Titans
Yeah.
are one. Look at that pretty fire.
Who
The
would have
Titans
thought?
are one.
Who
The-
would have thought?
San Antonio's
In
grown,
a
man.
crazy, crazy world we have a former UIW kid about to be the
Oh,
first
that's
pick
right.
in the draft.
You think so?
Cam Ward is absolutely
he's
going
already
to
locked in.
Tennessee.
Yeah,
That's
he's already
locked in.
locked in.
They've already told people don't call to stop it.
So what about the other kid,
Which kid?
Willis?
Willis?
He's done, yeah.
Okay.
The guy
What's
like
his name?
Mayo.
Oh, no. You don't let Cam Ward go if you
The
got
one that eats
Drake
mayo sticks.
Mayo. No, fuck him. He's a backup. He's
What did the Broncos pick?
backup
Third?
at best.
Okay.
No. The Giants are third.
Okay.
So it goes Titans, Browns, Giants, Patriots.
You're
Yes,
right.
sir. My Broncos went to the playoffs, sir. We don't have a. We
You're
picked
right.
late.
Sean Payton
We
can
picked
coach.
late. Yeah, absolutely. 1 year in, boom, ran off that
They're
troublemaking
20th.
Russell
Oh,
Wilson.
they're not till 20th. Okay.
And they took a rookie and went to the playoffs in year one with the kid. Yeah. So we do have a draft tonight.
Will Levis. There you go.
I anticipate Cam Ward, the former UIW great, turned Miami Hurricane to go to Tennessee.
He's a Titan, huh? They got a new
Absolutely.
stadium coming.
Good for them. I'm excited. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for the Titans. I like that organization.
How are you going to like Travis Hunter in a Browns uniform?
That's going to be unfortunate for him because anybody.
But they're going to let him play both sides,
well,
right?
they will because they have no rules there because they suck. And the cool part is that he'll probably be part of a pretty good defense because the Cleveland Browns actually can play defense, but they only win 5 games a year because they're the worst offensively challenged franchise in the history of the league. But good for Travis Hunter. He'll go to Cleveland. The Giants will probably take Abdul Carter, the bad son of a bitch from Penn State.
He's a little small to me. I like
think
the
he's
kid out of
badass.
Georgia better.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, man, that's either one to me.
He's
are
a
fine.
problem.
Honestly, I'll say this: if you need a guy that plays that position, the edge linebacker, when in doubt, take the kid. And one of them plays in the SEC, and one of them doesn't. Go to the SEC, and
Good
that's
point.
safe money.
I like that.
I bet, but Abdul Carter's a stud.
He's a stud.
He's a stud. And then the Patriots will probably take the big LSU offensive tackle. Will Campbell. And then after that, we'll see. We'll see.
What position do you forget the player? What position do you want if the Cowboys even stay at 12?
Position?
I have a feeling they may trade down because best available at 12 isn't best available. What position do you want?
Well, you want to know what I do if I'm the Cowboys? Now let this business thing every night, every year on the first Thursday of the draft, I have to come on here and I tell you what the Cowboys should do. But let me preface that by saying, as I always say every year at this time, I'm going to tell you what they should do. They are not going to do it.
Fair. No, that's fair.
They never do what they should do. I trade that pick tonight.
Down?
I trade it. Yeah, absolutely. I trade out of the first round. I trade the pick to the Dolphins for Jalen Ramsey, who's on the trade blog in Miami. That's what I do.
I think I'm kind of with Rube. I'd like a receiver, Mike. I know you hate those guys at that early.
I don't love it.
But I don't mind a receiver in that 12th pick.
Jerry did y'all talk about Jerry talking about trades yesterday?
That was Jose's punch. You would have been proud of him.
He pulls his dick out, sticks it on the table. Well, we're probably going to do a big old trade. Okay, first of all, you never do. And why would you say that to begin with? Why would you just tell everybody?
Look at that. See, I know Mike Taylor.
Damn, Jose.
You know what? Hey,
Mike been proud.
I got 2 aces in my hand. You want to see him? Here you go. I got 2 aces. Why do that? A, he's dumb, which is possible. At 82 years old, and he has to wear a diaper all day long. B, he's lying his ass off, which if Jerry's opening his mouth, there's a real good chance he's bullshitting us all. Or C, he's an idiot. Or 3, all of the above. He could be he's a lying old dumbass idiot, and who knows what he says is true or not. I trade the 12 for Jalen Ramsey and go get me a badass corner. And they should have drafted Jalen Ramsey instead of Zeke Elliott 10 fucking years ago. But now you have a chance to trade for him while he's still in his prime and on the table. That's what I do is I trade him for Jalen Ramsey.
You like Matthew Golden?
Yeah, but not at the 12th overall pick. No, God,
okay.
no. There's not a wide receiver that I take in the first 15, 20 picks. There ain't a quarterback I take outside of Cam Ward either.
You love them horns.
I love the TCU Horned Frogs. I don't think we should take their corners or their wide receivers. No. I mean, who I love and what we should do are not always the same.
Right.
So that's it.
But Matthew Golden has Jerry written all over him.
That's fine. And then take him, and then in 3 years he'll leave in free agency, or he'll be hurt because he's a little.
Or he'll pay him too much for no reason. Right.
It's stupid. I just know. Here's my other draft hot sports opinion. You do not, and I've said this over and over, you do not have to be a Rhodes Scholar to be a GM in the NFL.
No.
My point is, half of them are stupid.
But Mr. Howie up in Philly, he's pretty good.
He's fantastic.
Not everybody can be Howie.
He's the gold standard.
Okay.
He's the best.
That's what I'm saying. So sometimes it helps to know a little bit.
You're right. There's 32 teams, right? There's probably about
5 of them are good.
5 of them are elite geniuses that know what they're doing every day.
The other ones just knew somebody.
10 are pretty good.
Yeah.
And then you got 10, 15 that don't know their ass from a hole in my balls.
Damn, I don't want your balls to have a hole.
And one of those teams that doesn't know their own ass from a hole in the wall, or my balls, will take Ashton Junty in the first round tonight and ruin their fucking draft. Just because Saquon Barkley's really, really great does not mean, it's the rise of the running back, Rudy. The Renaissance bullshit. He's a one-off.
It's not the rise, Mike.
You do not take Ashton Junty in the first round if you know what you're doing. He was amazing all year long against Dickweed State and South Dakota Tech. And then he played Penn State in the playoff game, and he looked terrible. He's a running back. You do not take a running back in the first 15 picks of the NFL draft. You just don't do it unless you just don't give a shit. You don't
unless
do
that's
that.
Your need.
There's no renaissance in running back. No. Take away Saquon Barkley, and it's
kind
the same.
of agree with
There's
you.
2 elite running backs. One Saquon Barkley, right? And he was a centerpiece of a team that's really, really good anyway with a badass defense. The other one's a guy whose name escapes me in Baltimore.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, who's really, really great. Okay, great. And then tell me, keep going.
The only reason why I kind of agree with you and kind of disagree with you is because what was that day we did the show? Thursday.
Yeah.
I said there's 22 quarterbacks that are average. If you have an average quarterback, which 22 teams do, I think there's 10 good quarterbacks. And then I say 7 good quarterbacks and then 3 elite. Mm-hmm. And then the rest are average. If you have an average quarterback, you have to have a running game. Dak Prescott's best years were when Zeke was elite.
Cool.
So that's all. I'm not saying that Junty's that. I'm not saying Junty's that. And maybe you can get him, the other time when Philly went to the Super Bowl, they had 3 really serviceable running backs. So that's why I agree with you, because you can have 3 serviceable running backs and get the job done. But if you have an average quarterback, you need a really good running game. And 22 of these teams have very average quarterbacks.
Agree.
That's all I'm
100%.
saying. I'm not saying Junty's the guy.
But you don't overshoot because you have a need.
Right.
You don't fuck up your draft because you don't know what you're doing at running back last year, and you started 2 vagabond journeymen. You know, you brought Zeke Elliott back. you don't. Oh, my house. It's like my kid shit in the floor. Let me piss on it to help it go away. You're not helping matters.
Just to help this show, then, just so I can see you go nuclear.
Yeah, you want it to happen.
I need the Cowboys to take Junty, just so you can go. Because I don't give a shit about the league. I don't give a shit who fails.
Yep.
For this show, which is all that matters in my life, if the Cowboys draft Junty, Mike goes nuclear.
I will,
and we get a few thousand views.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be 2 beers in tonight at their pick.
So Jerry, if you're listening. Draft Junty.
It ain't great.
It would be a shame.
Dominant. Saquon Barkley was a bad motherfucker at Penn State in a great conference against elite competition and elite defenses every week. And he's been terrific all of his career in New York. When
you
he
just feel like Boise State's.
They don't play nobody.
Neither did Josh Allen, Mike.
Josh Allen's different. And he plays quarterback. He plays quarterback. It's a different position.
Okay.
It's hard for me to find elite quarterbacks. It is not hard for me to find running backs that are good enough to help my team win playoff games. There's still plenty of running backs that are not first-round money that can help me win playoff games. And I can get 2 of them. I just don't take a running back in the first round, man. Certainly not in the top 15, 20 picks. I just don't do it. So once again, what I would do
go ahead.
is I would trade my first-round pick to Miami for Jalen Ramsey. Then I would go sign Stephon Gilmore because he's still out there. Sure, and you can have him for cheap because he's north of 30 years old. And then you got Trayvon Diggs. I'm set. Okay. I'm set at corner.
I'm going into
other things.
I'm going into the war room.
That's not what they're going to do. By
no.
If
I'm in the war room,
yeah,
and I'm Jerry Stephen. The last time I took a running back in the first round, it worked. Now, what
did it?
It did.
Okay.
I think.
How many playoff games?
It didn't work.
No, it didn't work. You didn't. It doesn't work when you.
Dak was his best when I had a great running back.
I don't know.
I need these last 3 years of Dak.
Okay.
I need him to be great.
But see, that also leads to the other thing with dysfunctional franchises like Dallas. Until you have the right quarterback, nothing's going to work for it. You don't have a foundation.
Jalen Hurts is an elite, right?
Yes, he is.
You think he's elite?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I don't think Jalen Hurts is elite.
All of his grades say he's top 10 in the league in his position.
Really?
Yeah.
I think he has a great run. I think the 2 times he went to Super Bowl, he had great running games. I like Jalen Hurts a lot. I take him today.
Awesome.
I take him today.
And with Diggs,
I trade him.
He's awesome.
You can have Caleb Williams today for Jalen Hurts, but I don't think he's elite.
Deron Bland had the best 5 weeks of anyone's career.
But then if I take Jalen, consider that contract comes with him, then I'm paying him and Diggs. I don't want to pay 2 corners.
Well, then I find a way, and then I cut Diggs in a year or 2 and eat the money. Again, you cannot. At some point, you have to break the cycle of mistakes. I've already made a mistake at this position, so I can't go get Jalen Ramsey because I have so much money piled up. That's not how you run a franchise. You got. It's all about today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fuck what you did in the past, especially if you're Dallas, because everything they do in the past is done.
No, I'm trying to go into their minds. In their minds, the last time they took a running back, it was great.
Oh, in their minds. No, he hopes.
Again, they have some demented minds.
Jerry hopes Ashton Junty goes to 12 because he'll take him because of the marketing ability you get with him as well. He's from Frisco. He's a running back.
I don't know if he falls to 12.
He'll get real popular. I don't think he falls to 12 either, which is a mistake by whoever takes him. Jerry Jones' success is also making a shit ton of money, being number 1 in the world in franchise value, selling out my stadium every year.
Stadium.
And every time I'm a success. Winning is just a bonus. My success is based in my money and my clicks and all that shit. And Ashton Junty would bring that. But that's what they want to do. I'm just telling you what they should do.
Yeah, I'm looking. I don't know who takes him. I'm looking at these first 12 picks.
Come watch me have
Bears
a meltdown tonight.
I would love this to happen.
Come watch it in person at Slackers tonight. It is in the building. Shout out to all the teams that have signed up for the barbecue so far. We do have room for more, so get your ass in there and bring us more. Also, bring us your name. Hit me up.
What's up?
If you're in the market to buy a home.
Yes.
Jay has listed a couple of new homes that you can flash up there. A couple of houses. Did you get the pictures that we sent in the homeboy?
There you are.
All right. Is this the one on, what street is this one on? Okay, this is on Lake Louise. This is one of his new houses just dropped. This is a $500,000 home in Austin.
Oh, wow.
But
in
in Bexar County, it's $224,000. I'm saying if this house were in Austin,
gotcha.
this would be $500,000. But because it's in Bexar County, this house here, just $224,000 on Lake Louise Drive. He sent another one too, Jose. Flash that other one if you have it. Boom. This one right here on Civilian. This is on 6834 Civilian in San Antonio. A $242,000 two-story home. And the seller is a member of In the Building. He also just dropped the price by $12,000, and he also just redid the entire upstairs carpet. This house is beautiful, $242,000, and you're buying it from a subscriber, a fellow In the Building fan.
That would be awesome. Sell and buy both In the Building.
That'd be kick-ass.
Yeah.
So get a hold of it.
Then Jay got to pay a raise.
No doubt. Go look at all Jay's listings, these two and all the ones he has at his website, Ribaldo.com. Ribaldo.com. All right. Jose, do you have time? I know you're learning the new system, which so far he's off to a good start.
Don't even say anything. It's like a no-hitter, Mike.
That's true.
No, we don't do that shit. We're champions. Champions don't worry about jinx and no-nos.
You're right.
The fucking Yankees, if there's a no-no, they just go, hey, man, you got a no-no through 7, keep it up.
Yeah,
and if you fuck it up, that's on you, pussy.
There's been one mistake that you guys haven't realized and you don't have to worry about, so don't worry about it.
Okay, good. I don't want to know about it.
Exactly.
Until it's over. But I'm telling you, can you Google a name and put her picture up before we end the show while still running the new setup?
Sure.
All right. We have a new kid in here. He's observing, Jonah. So I'm going to make Jose do a shit ton of
Jonah?
stuff.
What's her name?
Her name is, where'd my phone go? I might need my readers.
Yeah, but I say I need the name.
We have another one, fellas.
Oh.
Oh no.
So this came down over the weekend, but I was in Hawaii.
Is this the one AD sent us?
I think so.
Yes.
And my kids were with me, and I didn't want to talk about this in front of my kids.
No. You should never.
Look up the name Kara Hernandez. Kara, Kara, Kara Hernandez. All right? We had another one, y'all. We have a female Texas teacher diddling report. I'm working on intro music for this.
I was about to say that's something we haven't gotten there yet with the bed music.
Now, we got another one. A female teacher
Diddler's gonna
in
diddle.
Texas has fucked one of her students.
Why you got to say it like that?
All right.
So,
And this one's not even funny. This one's gross.
okay.
Because the kid's in junior high.
No.
That's just, she should go to prison. If you're banging the 17, 18-year-old quarterback of the varsity, you still should go to jail.
And you're 22, 23, like a lot of these teachers are.
Yeah,
I
you know what? Probation, deferred adjudication, never teach again.
There she is.
Counseling for the kid,
that her?
maybe. Yeah. But when you're banging a kid in junior high, you're a fucking predator. You're disgusting. These kids can barely wipe their own ass at 13
No, they
years old.
can't.
He don't brush his teeth good neither.
No.
He half-asses his toothbrush. What are they talking about? This girl's sick.
Yeah.
And she's not ugly. It's a sick girl.
She's not
here.
pretty.
This girl's sick.
What city was this?
Siena, Texas.
Where's that?
It's in between Lake Jackson, birthplace of Selena Quintanilla,
Okay.
and West Columbia, birthplace of soon-to-be first-round draft pick Cam Ward. Cam Ward's from West Columbia.
He probably went to this school.
He may have. That's why I went to West Columbia High. About 30 minutes from this little town called Siena, Sienna, is where Kara Hernandez used to teach. At Ronald Thornton Middle School. This is disgusting.
Like used to teach.
This is gross.
Well, what if he's been held back a couple times?
No,
and he's 15?
no. Because here's the thing: in the state of Texas, they actually have laws. So, like, they don't want you banging underage kids. But if it's a 17-year-old, it's less severe than a 13-year-old.
Of course.
Because the way we look at this now, especially with females, you've got premeditated murder, capital murder, and then you've got like negligent homicide, reckless endangerment.
Mm-hmm.
And so had he been 17, she's not facing as much time, but because it's a junior high kid, she's facing years in TDC.
Good, she should.
All right. Dateline, Siena, Texas. I got this from the Daily Mirror in England.
England?
Oh yeah.
Why are they England? Mind your own
The
business.
whole world is enthralled by female teachers banging their students. A married teacher allegedly had sex with a pupil no older than 13 years old.
So that's an
Gross.
8th grader.
Cara Hernandez, 32 years old, has been arrested on suspicion of indecency with a child involving sexual contact out of an improper relationship between educator and student. She's married. They got kids. Imagine being the husband of the... It's one thing, hey, you find out your old lady's been banging some kid in high school. That's horrible enough. Then you find out she's riding some junior high kid who's got skid marks in his underwear. Dude.
Voice ain't dropped.
How do you even have that conversation with your children?
You
Mommy's
can't.
got to go away, and she ain't never coming back. That's you never get to see your kids again. When they're 18, that's up to them. But until they get 18, you can't see them. You can't talk to them. Don't write them letters. Fuck you. Go to prison and rot, you bitch. That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. She should be tortured. That's awful. It's
Yeah.
funny when they're 17. When they're 13, it's disgusting. There's a huge difference. Huge difference.
Oh, my
What a
God.
sick bitch. So welcome Siena. So Robert Thornton Junior High in Siena, Texas joins the female Texas teacher Deadline report.
$100 says her husband is a gamer. Mike check.
Man.
Yeah,
He's been neglecting her. So
Mike check. That's not nice.
You know what? This is you know what? Bullshit. This is where men get a bad rap here. There's a double standard. When men cheat, it's because we're sick dogs. We're sick dogs, and we're just bad. We suck
don't
at
get
commitment.
it.
When women cheat, oh, she must not. He's neglecting her.
Yeah.
Her emotional fulfillment. She doesn't have nurturing. There's no intimacy in the relationship. Fuck you.
He's
He was
mean to her.
13-year-old kid. She's a sick bitch, and I hope she gets beaten to death.
I don't
in prison.
know if the women live by the same rules as the men in
Disgusting.
prison. In prison,
No.
men they make you pay.
They do.
And women they kick your ass for being
I
a
think
pedo.
they do, especially when they find out he's 13 years old.
What if it's a
Because
preacher?
most of them women have their moms. Most of them women locked up in TDC. I would say 99% of every woman locked up in TDC is a mama because they probably got started
Yeah.
young. That's how it went haywire, and that's why they're in prison now. Bunch of tatted neck bitches from the hood with 14 kids and 7 baby daddies. They're moms though. And they find out some especially some white country girl just showed up. Wait, she fucked a 13-year-old? No one's gonna be her buddy.
No.
Yolanda Saldivar might befriend her, and that's about it. Sick. Throw the key away on that gal.
Yeah.
All right, it's in the building, presented in part by Texas Cheer Liquor. Sorry for the segue, AD.
Damn.
My boys at Texas Cheer.
Liquor.
7 locations. Liquor. Maybe you don't have time to get out to Slackers tonight. You're going to stay home. It's a work night. We get it. It's Thursday night. But you do want to watch the draft. On the way home, stop by any one of the 7 Texas Cheer locations and pick up some hooch.
Pick you up some hooch. Load up on that Stella Rose. Anytime something's on special for $4.99, get 4 or 5 bottles each of it and just have it there at the house. There's nothing wrong with having a great liquor collection. And I've been selling a ton of that Rossville Union, Mike. From $60 down
Good.
to $29.99.
Good, man.
We got samples in there. And, of course, the Whistle Pig competition. Any bottle of Whistle Pig get you in the drawing for that beautiful Traeger. And I know a lot of you guys are anti-Traeger, but nothing beats putting $50 in a pot and winning a $700-800 Traeger. And, you know, when you want to do some fajitas really quick, the Traeger has its purpose. It's really quick. You can set it and forget it. Sometimes you don't have time to stand over a brisket for 15 hours. Mm-hmm. So this is a great chance to win a brisket for 50, 60 bucks.
All right, let me
win
say-
a Traeger for 50, 60
right.
bucks.
Can I interrupt you both saying
Yeah.
shout out to Aaron Knooper?
Yeah.
I see him. What's up, E? What's up, AK?
$49.99.
Let's not act crazy because someone gave us $50 and makes us look desperate for money. We'll get to it.
No
But
shit.
thank God he sent it.
Thank you, Aaron.
Don't make a big deal about it. Someone donates $1,000 and pop in.
All right, fair enough.
We want to act cool, like we get $50 donations all the time.
Yeah, thanks, Aaron.
What's
that
up,
happens
Aaron?
all the time.
Great show, guys. Want to shout out my daughters, Madeline and Caitlin, on their birthday today. Maddie, 21. Okay, this story is great, Rudy. You've not heard this.
No.
This homeboy here, Aaron, he has 2 daughters, age 21 and 17, the same birth date.
Oh, he's broke.
Same day.
What?
He's broke.
But okay, that's what you took out of that?
He got to spend a lot of money.
Okay, you're right about that.
But that means
that's your takeaway?
Well, that means he likes to hump
that
at
means
a certain
that
month.
his wife is ovulating at the same fucking minute every year.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
weird.
Yeah, that's crazy. That
is crazy.
Now, my first two were born a week apart.
So you like to hump around the same time?
Well, I like to hump. You know, it's about whenever mama's ovulating, I think. I ovulate 364 days a year.
Same here.
There's one day a year I don't want to have sex.
What's that?
Christmas. I mean, God, I don't want to be. Well, that's not true.
I like humping
that's
on
not true.
Christmas.
I'm just kidding.
That'd be my gift most years.
Okay, never mind. I ovulate all day, every day, all year long. Something's going on there though, because their chemicals must align too. Because he's 50% is his.
Oh yeah.
But Mama, she's fertile. Exact same time every year. Thank you, Canooper. Happy birthday to your girls. So no, my oldest was born
so he humps
March
in the
21st.
summer. He likes humping in July.
Yeah, my oldest was born March 21. Well, it's summer. It's warm, so your testicles are warm.
What?
That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of
it
sense.
doesn't.
You produce more semen when your balls are warm.
Mike,
Rudy, I took anatomy in high school. I know these things.
wait.
Look at this guy
I'm
fucked,
trying
he
to figure
knows.
out. I'm trying to figure out if you're doing a bit. Or are you serious?
I'm serious.
Your balls are warmer, so your semen's more productive.
Correct. Yes. And people have sex. People have more sex in the warm months versus the cold months. They do. Everything goes up in the summer. Births and murders.
Murder
both go
goes up in the summer too.
because we're hot and frustrated. And if we can't get laid, we murder. It's actually related. There's data on this.
Because your balls are hot.
These kids that run around murdering folks in the summer, they're not getting laid enough. If you got laid enough, you wouldn't murder nobody. That's why I say the key to stopping terrorism, so they quit murdering innocent people, is we got to bring pornography to the Middle East. We got to get over the religious bullshit and let them watch porn, and the terror attacks will go down 1,000,000%. This is true. Dude, I'm gonna write a book on all this and relate all this to itself. No doubt they like to fuck in the summer because his balls are hot.
I could never tell. Mike is so good at keeping a straight poker face. I don't know when he's serious.
I bet you $1 million, no poker face. I'll bet you right now, Aaron's never murdered anybody.
Yeah.
But I bet he has a lot of fucking.
I'm a summer baby. I've
sex
never
in the
murdered
summer.
anybody.
All right. So my oldest was born March 21st. The second was born March 14th. See, same week, different year. They're 3 years apart, but same week.
Damn.
Crazy. His are born same day. It's crazy.
My youngest, my 6-year-old, we were trying for 3 years, and we couldn't get pregnant. So we were like, all right, you know what? We'll just travel. Screw it. It's not meant to be. So I fly to L.A. for All-Star Weekend. I get off the plane. My buddy picks me up. He's like, man, you look bad. He's like, you let yourself go. I'm taking you to Whole Foods. We're going to get some shit. So we go to Whole Foods. He gets me some soup, some alkaline water. I borrow his room.
Some soup.
Bada bing, bada bam. My wife's pregnant.
Because you had a good diet in you.
Had some good alkaline water. And next thing you know, my wife's pregnant. I was like, damn, Whole Foods. If you're having fertility problems, go to Whole Foods and get you some soup and some alkaline water.
That's related too. Absolutely. It's all related, especially as you get older. If you're eating fast food every day and you're drinking too much,
your sperm's slow.
Your shit ain't
They're
working.
too slow to the egg.
And your libido goes down, all that shit.
Yeah.
You keep your testosterone up when you're in your middle age by eating good and exercising and using your penis as much as possible. That's what keeps you old. That's what keeps you young as you get
I
old.
had no idea my semen works better in the summer. So
Absolutely.
for y'all that's having problems,
No question.
wait till June or July when your balls are hot.
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct. Stephen Tejeda, he's in the building. $4.99. It ain't $49.99, but we'll take it. What up, fellas? I'm introducing y'all to the boys here at Firehouse 22s, a.k.a. the boys from the South. Great show as always. God
So
bless.
imagine
What's
them
up?
introducing
What's up to all
us.
fellas on the South Side?
Imagine them introducing us and we're talking about hot balls.
FDSA, motherfucker. Hey, they don't have to worry about it. These fucking firefighters. Their balls they're always in use.
Yeah,
It don't matter. These having babies and being healthy, all that shit, that applies to normal people. These fucking firefighters, pussy just thrown in their face
Yeah,
all day
they do.
long. I'm excluding y'all. Y'all are exempt from
Do they
this.
still do calendars where they oil up?
I would if I were them. I mean, why not?
Good revenue source.
Yeah, no doubt. And it's a great way to continue to get laid like they do.
I need to see Tejada in a fireman calendar.
Wow.
Dude, shout out to everybody down there. Thanks, Steve, for introducing us to
Appreciate
those guys. We had 2 firefighter teams last year at the barbecue.
That's right. We have one this year.
We do this year. I'd like to get a second one. That'd be cool. Carrie Von Erich Foot is in the building. What's up, Carrie? $9.99. Pour a Lone Star Light on the field for Steve McMichael. I was going to mention this to you today. The great Mongo died. He's a dead. Heaven welcomes its newest member to the Four Horsemen wing. ALS 1, Steve Nothing. Okay, Carrie. Hashtag God.
Oh, he died?
Yeah, Mongo finally passed. One of the Bears in the 80s had probably 6 of the 10 best linebackers in the league all at once at one point. Mongo passed. Just got inducted to the Hall of Fame last summer. Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS. Fucking terrible.
I hate that shit.
It's the worst. I would choose anything over ALS. Anything. Terrible disease. And it just zaps. It doesn't zap your brain, though. That's the weird part. I'd almost rather. I don't know. God, it's a terrible hypothetical.
Yeah, I don't even go there.
At least you have all your thoughts.
Yeah.
But you can't express any of them physically. You literally lose the feeling in your fingertips. It's awful.
We got cars that drive themselves, but we can't fix ALS and cancer.
Well, you know my opinion on Medicare.
I know.
Treating diseases.
I agree with you.
There ain't no money in cures.
Nope.
But
medicine.
You figure we could figure a way to treat ALS more, though.
By now.
We don't treat it well. Yeah. It's terrible. It's awful. Yeah, thank you, Kerry, for bringing in the room. At least he paid for it, though.
Yeah, he paid.
Thank you for bringing the room down. But yeah, that sucks. I did see that. Speaking of your Bears, I'm almost done with this. I'm going to give you this today. I'm going to give it to you tomorrow. So your boys on the cover of this month's Esquire. It's Caleb Williams. Rudy he doesn't love Caleb right now. You will give it time.
What? Because of Johnson?
Ben Johnson. This kid's good. He's elite in talent. He wants to be great. He got drafted by the shitty Chicago Bears.
No, don't say sorry. You're right.
They brought in Ben Johnson, who I think now Ben Johnson turned Jared Goff
into a stud.
This kid is going to make Ben Johnson's life easier.
They signed a bunch of offensive linemen. They're calling it the Great Wall of Chicago.
Well, that was their problem, man.
We'll see. He holds on to the ball too long, but we'll see.
Well, he was a rookie, and he was playing in Chicago, and he had 0.0 seconds to throw the ball.
You're right.
So I'm going to give him a pass. And I know what you're going to tell me. He's a little too eccentric.
He ain't too eccentric,
He's
Mike.
on the cover why are we worried about the cover of magazines? We need to be worried about winning football games, all that kind of shit.
Deion said, don't chase the bag, chase greatness. The bag comes with greatness.
I understand, but
don't chase women, chase the money. The women come with the money.
He made $10 million his last year at USC. He already has the bag.
you're
That's one of the problems with these college kids.
You're right about that, Mike.
These college kids show up rich already.
Cheers to that.
You know what? As far as that's actually an interesting draft strategy now, and it's changed how teams think about
don't draft the guy
kids.
that already has NIL money.
Or he's used to having money, so he's not going to go ape shit with his money when you give him money because he's already had it. That's why it's more important than ever to get to know these kids' personality.
Right.
A lot of times you get these poor, hungry kids out of college, pre-NIL, and they've never made any money.
They're hungry.
And all of a sudden they make a lot of money, and they mail in the job.
Yeah.
They're buying houses, taking care of their cousins, buying ridiculous cars, having $90,000 watches, and all of a sudden 6 months and all their money's gone. And they're not busting ass in practice.
Right.
Or you have a kid who's got his head on right. Maybe he got paid a lot in college and did all that extravagant spending, and he already has all that shit.
Got that out of his system.
Yeah, and he's kind of mentally gotten used to being wealthy.
Right.
And so when you pay him, Chicago Bears, Dallas Cowboys, it's not as big a deal. So it's an interesting case study now that these kids are all coming into the league rich. Caleb wants to be good, man. Let me finish this. I'm going to give it to you. I wanted to save it for you because it's a good read. I hope it'll change your opinion on Caleb. And I get it. He ain't done shit so far. Not yet.
I think this will be better.
When the kid that went after you, Jaden Daniels, was fucking all pro. Shit. I get it.
In the NFC Championship game. But he had a better team around him.
And he had better coaches. My man DQ, he had Coach Bro running his offense. Shit.
Mike, you bought that?
What's that?
You bought that magazine?
I did. Actually, I'm a subscriber. But yes, technically I paid for it.
Yes, Jose, there's people that still read.
I didn't know people still read magazines.
Are you just trying to be an asshole?
Yes, he's trying to be an asshole.
Trying to start this whole young man, old man conversation.
Yes, he's trying to be an asshole.
I'm just asking. I
don't know what your fucking problem is.
Yeah, you're on probation for your bullshit Ken Griffey opinion. So miss me on the magazine purchasing. Miss me. You're on probation till Monday.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, you bet. Yes, I'm a subscriber to this magazine. I actually read magazines. I like the way they feel. I read them at my own time. I still old school clip the pages so I can get back to shit. I don't need instant gratification because I'm already a genius motherfucker. So I read highbrow things. When you have this much information in your brain, I don't need to doom scroll all day. I read in-depth things. I already know the bullshit. I'm sorry.
I like it.
See what he did? He did that on purpose to piss me off.
I love the fact that he knows how to trigger you.
Why'd it piss me off like that? I'm trying not to cuss as much, too. You make me man.
You're at 10:03. You dropped the F-bomb.
I know. We're on Anthem TV, too, and I told Nathaniel I'd try to watch all the cussing. Thank you if you're watching us on the Anthem TV app each and every day. We're on Anthem TV and Love You Hard and Pub Sports Radio. But this Sunday, right when the draft is ending, it's the debut of Instant Rewind on Anthem TV. Download the Anthem TV app.
That's the only way you can see it.
See me and Rudy in sports coats. We're treating this like a legit TV show.
We have to. We're trying to make a lot of money.
Right. So it's still a podcast format, so to speak. But we'll see.
We'll see.
That was a very high-pitched noise you just made. Sunday at 6, Instant Rewind debuts. It's the premiere edition of Instant Rewind on the Anthem TV app. All right, let's talk NBA playoffs a little bit. Are you enjoying what you've seen so far?
I'm loving it. I'm being playoffs. I love basketball, period. But we'll keep it here. That's what we do here. We'll keep it here. I'm enjoying all the games, but keeping it with our base. I'm jealous watching the Rockets because not only because of you have a huge crush on Ime Udoka. Massive, I do as well.
Massive.
But keep in mind, James Harden was traded in 2021.
Yep.
And they're already the 2 seed in the West.
Yep.
I'm watching Shaq, great nickname, my man Sengun, the Turkish Terminator.
I like it.
I'm watching the Terminator, who was drafted after Josh Primo, Brian Wright.
They didn't know he was going to be a pervert.
I'm just saying.
He's a pervert.
I'm just saying. I'm watching Sengun, the Turkish Terminator, be a Swiss Army knife. I'm watching these youngsters with a few vets mixed in. You know what I mean? With Van Fleet. A few vets mixed in. I'm watching Jalen Green look like a stud.
Yep.
Eason look like a stud. Amen Thompson. I'll give Amen Thompson a pass because he was drafted the year Wemby was drafted. So I'm not going to give Brian Wright crap for that. We took the right guy.
Amen Thompson's a baller.
He's a baller. I'm just watching Houston. They got young guys that can play. They got young guys that we love. We got 2. We got Wemby and we got Castle. And those in the last 2 years.
Yep.
Everybody else is like,
we got
I'm looking at Eason, better than Jeremy Sohan. He was drafted after Sohan.
He's triggered.
When I watch Houston, I'm like, damn, they traded James Harden away in 2021, was in the tank. James Harden was wearing a Mrs. Doubtfire fat suit, and here they are in the 2nd seed in the Western Conference. What are we, Mike?
Well, Wemby's down playing soccer with poor kids in Costa Rica while the playoffs are going on. That's what we are right now. It's unfortunate.
I'm done. That's my rant. That's my playoff take. And the Clippers are going to the finals.
This also goes back to the Pop conversation.
Uh-oh. Which, your hot take on Pop has some people hot under the collar.
Well,
Mike.
you know what? They can kiss my ass. How long?
That's what I love.
I understand that, winners get to do what they want. Okay. Greg Popovich he has earned the right to coach as long as he wants. Bullshit. R.C. Buford's a winner too. He should get to do what he wants. It's time to tell Pop, dude, How many great fucking coaches are going to become available? But we got this old man who's running a boys' camp, and now he has his own massive health issues. I wanted Ime Udoka here. I wanted Mike Budenholzer here. You know, when are we going to get a new fucking coach?
Maybe Mike Malone.
Mike Malone is literally on the couch right fucking now. And we're hamstrung by this old guy who don't know what the fuck he's going to wind up, who's still trying to come back, and he's fainting in restaurants and shit. This has nothing to do with what Pop has done for the organization. It has everything to do with running our company today and tomorrow and into the future. And you're going to run the fucking thing into the ground into the future because Pop gets to do what he wants as long as he wants to do it. Okay, how long? Oh, so until he drops dead, he's the coach, right? That sucks.
I wouldn't go that far.
That's a great way to run your franchise into the fucking ground. And I hate to.
I'm not saying
I
that
don't
you're
hate
wrong.
to be insensitive.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
I mean,
you're not being insensitive. You're talking
the
about.
Spurs
We're
have put
talking.
me in
We're
this
not
position.
talking about the man. We're not talking about what he
Or
means
what
to the
he's
city.
done. No.
We're talking about right now, today,
Correct.
April 25th, 2025.
Yes. And I
24th,
don't want
excuse me.
Mitch Johnson. I mean, Jesus, dude. Taylor, what's his face? Taylor Jenkins is sitting out there. Michael Malone's sitting out there. Mike Budenholzer's out
Taylor
there.
Jenkins
Yeah,
is
what the
out
fuck
there.
are we doing? We got old man's fucking fainting in the roost,
We got
Chris.
Mitch.
I might go get me a motherfucking Rockets jersey if this shit continues.
I don't think that. Well, now that newsflash, Jimmy Butler's hurt, but I don't know if they get out of this series, especially if Jimmy makes it back. But you ain't lying, Mike. They got youngsters that I can get behind.
How many great fucking coaches have to become available? We have to miss on because Pop gets to do what he wants and last as long as possible.
Right.
Okay, fine. Let's just not keep score either. Then let's trade Wemby. Why not? We ain't trying to win nothing.
I wouldn't be against that.
Let's get something for him while we can because he's going to walk with the bullshit we got going here. Oh, look, they got back-to-back rookies of the year, and that's great. All right, cool. They thought they were going to win last year. They were wrong as balls, and they didn't win. And then this year, well, now we're going to win. We're going to bring in Chris Paul at 39 years old because we're ready to take that next step. Bullshit.
Which I'm not mad at either of those signings.
No, Barnes was fine. Chris was fine, but they weren't ready for those kind of guys. They're lucky Chris decided to come down here and be a mentor. Probably because Chris wants to be a head coach. And this is where you come to San Antonio when you want to become a head coach. It's a head coaching pipeline, as evidenced by all the fucking good coaches that have come through here in the years that are kicking ass in other places.
He's triggered. He's triggered.
This says trigger me. I'm watching the Rockets kick ass, and I'm watching shirtless Wemby play soccer in Costa Rica. It's 7 fucking years in a row with no playoffs. Half the league makes the playoffs, and your ass can't make it.
Both
That's
of you
bullshit.
guys are just passing it back and forth today.
That's bullshit.
Again.
I don't remember asking your ass a
goddamn thing. They traded James Harden in 2021, and they're the second seed in 2025. We haven't done shit since 2018. I'm bothered. I'm triggered.
Bouquet,
I'm
you're
jealous.
rolling today. I don't know what your mistake was. Just kicking ass.
He probably got laid last night. Thank God.
Oh, okay,
No. My girlfriend saw and found a roach on her yesterday, and she freaked out, and that ended all questions of that. That ended all questions of that happening. So none of that.
Where were y'all at? Are you at home?
No, yeah, at home. Yeah, we live amongst roaches. Yeah.
She found a roach on her.
Yeah. She
And that was
freaked
it,
out.
Nikki.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Probably crawled off of your ass. That's how I
Maybe.
got an apartment.
Maybe.
I thought you were going to say Aunt Flo was in town.
No,
You had a roach.
Even worse. No, we live amongst roaches. Yeah,
All
it's a
right.
constant thing.
All right. Well, look. You know what's gonna piss me off? If Pop returns and they trade for Kevin Durant, that's what's gonna piss me off.
I wouldn't mind.
We've got to
I'm
move
not
on
against,
to the
I'm
future.
not against that.
Bullshit. KD sucks.
Only for Wemby's sake.
He's washed.
I want it
He's
for
a jump
Wemby.
shooter. He don't play no defense.
I'm thinking about Wemby. Do you see what's happening with Giannis? Giannis is going to demand a trade because they won't put anyone around him.
Well, fine. Go
I'm
get a
worried.
good coach. The coach needs to be replaced if you want to keep Victor Wembanyama.
This ain't the team, Mike.
I know.
I don't care who the coach is.
And
This roster, the way it's constructed, is not
Fine,
going to
but
be
you
it.
have to
Whether it's
get-
Taylor Jenkins, Phil Jackson, this ain't the roster.
You act like Pop's not the one that put the fucking thing together. He and Brian Wright are at least Pop is at least 50% responsible for the current roster.
Yeah. No,
he
for
can't
sure.
Stay awake.
He has say in
He
it.
can't stay awake in the steakhouse for dinner. He's going to coach my team for 82 next year. Travel around the fucking country on airplanes till 4 o'clock in the morning. What are we doing? He's 76. He's the oldest coach in the history of the league by 7 years.
Damn, how old was Sloan? I know Sloan. God
71.
Bless the dead. God bless the
70,
dead.
70, 71,
yeah, whatever he was,
something like that. Come on, man. That's unfortunate. What's going on?
It is.
Yeah, I got pissed off with the Spurs. We're supposed to talk about the Rockets today.
No,
well, you're right. I'm a Spurs fan.
No,
so
only thing I wanted to relate it to the Spurs. That's it.
No, I get it, and you pissed me off in the process.
It's early.
You didn't. They are. Watching the Rockets kick ass pisses me off. Ime Udoka's a badass, but there's no way to forget it. Now he's in your division.
Ime Udoka sleeps with executives' wives while he's dating Nia Long.
Yes,
he's a fucking idiot.
Yes, he does.
So?
That's Nia Long.
That's 2 years, 3 years ago.
It was.
So you who cares if he's chasing a skirt? Because he's a young guy. He needs to commit to one chick. And that's a different issue. But he's a coaching motherfucker, and he's young, and they love him in Houston, and they're playing like dogs, and they're ballers. And they're hurting Jimmy Butler on purpose, probably. That was an undercut.
Is that Udoka's title and not...
I don't know.
Not the mean red-ass dude up there?
No. It's Mean Joe Green, a.k.a. Coach Joe Mazzulla.
It's not Missoula's title. That's Udoka's team.
No.
I don't like Joe Mazzulla. He's a weirdo.
I love Joe Mazzulla's weirdo.
Well, of course
I
you do.
do want to late.
Well,
we got to get to punches.
He's an arrogant asshole.
It's hilarious that he's screaming to the doctor, "Don't go out there, Jason Tatum, get your ass up."
Yeah.
Oh, damn, he's got to miss a game. He's down for a reason, Mazzulla.
Well, you know what? That's okay.
Mike, you'd love that.
No, Joe gets
Mike,
to.
you
No,
would
no,
like
Joe
that.
gets to do that.
No, that's what the relationship they have. I love that.
No,
Get
I
your
like it.
ass
But it's
up.
just funny.
Yeah.
He's screaming to get up, and then, oh, damn, he has to miss a game.
His legs ain't hurt, and Jason Tatum's fine. They don't
Yeah.
need him for against the Magic.
Yeah, the Spurs used to have a coach too that would call his own players motherfuckers and tell people to shut the fuck up and say, "I want some nasty." Remember that guy?
I remember him.
Remember him?
A great dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was a great guy. Still a great guy. Need a new coach. That's my take on the NBA playoffs. Spurs need a new coach.
I'm down.
It's an ass whip. All right, show brought to you part by. Where'd my shit go? Where'd my list go? There they are. San Antonio City Soccer.
San Antonio City
Couple
Soccer.
of things we got to get done here. Still signing up kids for the new season. Boys and girls, we have a player placement coming up. May is the month. May 6th through the 8th, the girls have their player placement event. Make sure you reach out to the boys and girls at SA City or reach out to me. I'll get you in touch with the right folks. On May 12th, the boys take their turn at San Antonio City Soccer, the official soccer club up in the building. Now it's time to punch. Presented by Orlando Kell. Who are you punching today and why?
I am punching. I know y'all get tired of this, but this was more on the lighthearted side.
Yeah.
I got to punch your boy LeBron.
Go ahead.
He had a UEFA moment. He had a La Liga moment in the game the other night.
He's not been great. Luka won that game.
But he acts like he got murdered, only to find out he's just milking it, making sure he got the flagrant call. He's not even hurt, and he's peeking. He got caught. It's gone viral now. He got caught peeking to see if the refs had called the flagrant yet. And then after he's seen the refs had called it, he puts his hand back down. He started acting like he's dying again. And I saw the Baseline Bums talking about this. They're calling it the flop-offs. Like, it's so much flop. I mean, first of all, Ginobili did it too. Everybody forgets Ginobili was the best flopper ever. So this isn't new, but got to punch LeBron for getting caught having a Ronaldo moment.
Yeah, but LeBron doesn't. Manu
was a flopper.
Manu didn't run off at the mouth about Chinese government.
Well,
Manu didn't.
We're just talking about flopping.
Manu didn't tap out of the NBA Finals because he was getting his ass handed to him. LeBron acts like a big giant pussy often.
Jesus.
Often.
No, he does. He does a lot of crime.
Is this your GOAT, Mike? I thought this was your GOAT.
He is. That doesn't mean he can't call him a pizza.
He's the best basketball player you ever saw who turns into a big pussy when things are going poorly for him. Luka had to carry his ass in the first 2 games so far. I don't know what's up.
LeBron's coasting.
Well,
he's letting
well,
LeBron. LeBron's saving himself for the Western Conference Finals. This is
know.
what AD was supposed to do
I
for
understand.
LeBron. Luka can do it.
Right, and but he's looked old the last couple of games.
Yeah, he has.
That's just why I've said he wouldn't play more than 50 games a year if I was his coach. That's LeBron James.
Right.
He's 40 years old. I would manage him 30 times a year, but he'd get mad and throw a fit.
No, he would.
All right. My punch was going to be save my punch for tomorrow.
Okay.
Because mine's explosive and it might take over half this show.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I'm calling out racism in our city tomorrow on my punch. And I'm serious. I'm not doing a bit. I'm serious. So today I'm going to punch Shannon Sharp.
We talked
Dude,
about this.
Oh, God.
You are going to, whether she's telling the truth or not, You are going to ruin your career fucking these young 19, 20-year-old girls. What are you doing? You're 55 years old. That makes you look. It makes you look. It makes you look insecure. Is what it makes you look.
And he was on the verge of getting $100 million from some network from podcasting.
What are you doing?
Disney might let him go, and he might lose that $100 million.
Of course, she's going to roll on your conversations and post them on Instagram. She's 20 years old. Stop fucking these young girls, moron. What Shannon Sharp? Whatever happens to him out of this is his fault. It's his. I don't feel sorry if she's lying. Tough shit. Don't. You're 55 years old. Punch Shannon Sharp. That's terrible. That's awful. And does he have kids?
Yeah.
They're probably grown-ass
in their 30s.
Disgusting. Grow the fuck up already. It's gross. All right, that's it. We're done.
We're punching
I gotta save my
racism
voice.
tomorrow.
We got a radio show tonight, and we got a draft show. God dang it. I'm going to go home on that.
Mike's still jet lagged, and I'm dragging him across the city.
No, it's great. I came back right before the draft. Love y'all hard. We're done. Thanks, everybody, especially those that gave us money. The rest of y'all cheap bastards, I thank y'all a little bit, but y'all that gave us money, y'all my boy. Hey, who won the thing again? What was his name? Halbert?
Halbert.
Does anyone know this dude, Halbert? Halbert, if you're watching, that belongs to you, my friend.
Get in touch with us.
Hit me up, man. All right. Radio show at 6 on KLMO Radio.
Slackers, Thousand Oaks,
And
right
then
after.
I'm gonna twit live tonight. Rudy's gonna Instagram
I'm gonna
live.
book it.
I'm gonna face live on my Twitter tonight, right before the Cowboys take their pick. And I'm gonna go buy a copy of Time Magazine booklet and read the whole thing today before the show.
I don't believe you.
With my own money at HEB.
I don't
if I can find one. Love y'all hard. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. We'll see you manana. On this show, anyway.